Hi Terrence, hi Tamika, it's Chris. I'm here at 10509 Lithia Estates. Wanted to kind of give you a little outside view from the ground. So this is only about this is the third house in from the main. So there's a little road noise from out here in the driveway. Nothing that you can really hear inside, um, but just want to make you aware of that. And you do have a culvert here at the base of the driveway. This is obviously here to collect water. So when it rains, that helps with drainage. Obviously, having the pond also helps as well. But this will be runoff that comes in from the street and then from this high point in the property if it doesn't run down towards the pond. But then water dissipates usually from those pretty quickly. So nothing that you have to be overly concerned about. I have them at my home. One thing I will note about this property is I absolutely love the beautiful trees. It's absolutely stunning. Having a pond on the property, I know you asked about that when we were on the phone. And one thing that you'll just want to be aware of is with the pond, if you ever wanted to remove some of the greenery from it, you would be able to do that. You would have to hire a company and they can come out and actually clean out some of those beds and so on, so that you can get a little bit more of the actual pond itself. Sometimes those weeds kind of grow in and can reduce the ability to have water visibility. Also too, in the dry season, it's probably more accessible, and you might be able to do some of that yourself. But anyway, that's my little 2 cents. But there are companies that do clean ponds, believe it or not. I've worked with customers that needed lake cleaning, so it exists. All right, so you have a nice long driveway in to the property, so you're gonna see me take this walk. The trees really add a really nice shaded area to the property. Under the trees, you really feel, probably 15 to 20 degrees cooler than obviously in direct sunlight. This is the best time of year. Our weather right now is absolutely spectacular. It's warm, but not too warm, and the evenings are nice and cool. You do have a fountain here, so it looks like a very grand entrance. I think that's kind of cool. You have electric here for the pump, so obviously there would be a pump that goes underneath, and that would push the water up and around. It does need to be cleaned, so you could pressure wash that to get that back to clean. And it does look like here they have a painted driveway. That's a personal preference. Painting seems like something that you just have to upkeep, but maybe they wanted it like that. They have these concrete picnic tables out front here, or one, with 3 benches. This car is mine, so there's nobody else here. But it's really beautiful in the shade. It's really beautiful looking at the pond. No complaints from me from the view. So here's the home. Pan out a little bit so you can see it. From the outside, I did not realize from the pictures that it was a tile roof. I looked really quickly this morning and somehow forgot between the phone call and that time that I looked at the pictures that it was a tile roof. So tile roofs are good for 40 years, 35 to 40 years. So you still have a long life left on it. I did notice there was like one spot here that probably needs to be resealed. So there's like a little section there. It's hard to see with the sunlight. But things like that we can have when we have our inspection. That maintenance can be noted, or that need for maintenance. And then we can, hopefully work something out to get that taken care of. So you have the electrical panel here. You have some water spigots. Your AC is over here as well. And it looks like there's a line for gas. I don't see a gas meter, but that's what this would have been, is some sort of gas line. So I'll have to look more into that. And then you have your sewer clean out right there. So, and I'll go to the backyard once we go through the house. Anywho, we're gonna head inside now and take a little look. House definitely needs to be pressure washed. You can tell that no one's been here a while. You've got the bugs collecting on it. Anytime that you have a lot of trees, you're gonna see a lot of that shows up. It's just part of the process. I would say that you'd probably want to pressure wash every few months. It's not the end of the world. Also, you'll notice that the roof has sections where it looks a little bit darker, and that is from the trees. But on a tile roof, you can actually have that soft washed, and it makes a huge difference. They come back looking brand new, and that buys you a tremendous amount of longevity and a better aesthetic. All right, so we are inside. Okay, so at the foyer, you have a tile landing and a ton of light switches. And you have crown molding here in the formal living and dining room that kind of goes all the way around. You've got an opening here to the office. And so let me pan back, show you the foyer real quick. A chandelier from somebody else's time, probably not mine. All right. And the office appears dark in the video, but it's actually decently lit. I would probably, if you're barn door people, you could do a barn door or maybe like a French door here with a side light, and that way you can allow light to transfer. There is not a light in the ceiling, so adding a light in the ceiling would probably make a huge difference. This outlet here is on a switch, so that way you would be able to control that outlet using this switch. Okay. All right. So you've got carpeting in here. Most of the home is carpeted. There's a few bugs in the corner and things like that. The house has been vacant for probably a fair amount of time. So, little things come in, but it just needs a good cleaning. All right, so I love how open and bright the formal living room is to the family room and the kitchen. I like the dining room. It's not too big, but it's nice if you like those sort of spaces. So it's nice and bright in here, super open. You've got a window here, which adds light to this room, and kind of just pan from this corner for you. I also love the height of the ceilings, tall ceilings, arched walkways. You have this decorative shelving area here for display, and it's also got an arch and a light, so you can put artwork there or make it a pass-through or decorate it however you'd like. And you have great lighting coming from the back. I think that's spectacular. I like a bright house. All right. Lots of electrical outlets. They look like they're about every 3.5 feet apart, which is the standard. So this is the primary suite. 2 windows, one on each side of the bed, and then a large slider. So later on, if you put in a pool, I don't know if you're pool people, but you would have a sliding access to that pool deck. If it was right here, I'd probably tie that into your backyard if that was something that you were going to do. Or maybe you decide later on to screen this area in so that you can open it up for cross ventilation, whatever you'd like. Couple little things. There's some cobwebs here on the wall. And then like little cracks in like some of the trim. Those are all things that are typical normal wear and tear on a house. I don't know if you would plan to paint it, but if you did, the painters would caulk all of that and take care of those things for you. In the ceiling, it appears that we have a speaker. I don't know where it's connected, but you probably have some semblance of a surround sound. And here we have 2 closets, both walk-ins. So this is the smaller of the 2 closets. That's just a rolled up piece of carpet. And here, the larger. I would certainly recommend adding additional shelves. This box is usually for any kind of like electric panel, alarm panel, So if you were to get an alarm panel, they use that as the hub for connecting it. And here is the primary bathroom. So you have a double vanity with a makeup station. Fixtures from my grandmother's house. And you have a walk-in shower. Okay. Gonna give you a little view, tile. And this like blue and green tile. It's crazy what we used to think was cool, huh? Garden tub. Some people that aren't tub people may rip this whole thing out and just do one walk-in shower. If you're a tub person and like a tub, then you've got the space for it. And you still have a pretty big shower. The shower is good sized, and also the handle is close to the door so that you can turn on the water and let it warm up. You do have a frosted glass window in here, so that does help with obscurity. And you also have a linen closet and a water closet or thinking room. Okay, and there is an exhaust fan. Okay. All right. We're gonna head to the other side. Headed to the kitchen area. So here in the kitchen, you have a ceramic tile floor, large sliding door coming off the breakfast nook or daily cafe space, however you'd like to coin it. A nice center island for prep. All right, 42-inch upper cabinets. You have a vent that vents outside of the house. That's what that section is above the microwave, that right there. So you are vented out. So if you're like me and you burn things when you cook, you can get the smoke out. I'm just kidding. And you have a little workstation here, 42-inch upper cabinet, so you can use it as a workspace or extra storage, and a 4-door refrigerator. It's pretty nifty. I don't think I've seen too many of these, but they're really nice. Samsung makes a nice refrigerator. Okay. And these are, let's see, it looks like an Amana range. Let's see what that looks like inside. All right. And the microwave. Okay. Not too shabby. And the backsplash behind the counter, behind the stove, it looks like it needs to have the tile cleaned. Looks like there's a little bit of grease stained in there from years of cooking. But nothing that a little TLC can't handle. Looks like at some point they replaced the bottom of this cabinet or had to cover it up with something that has like a little bit of a dip to it. So they probably had to do a repair. Maybe the garbage disposal or something went bad. But it looks clean and neat now. Very serviceable. And a GE dishwasher. Oh, okay. Looks good. Granite countertops. You have a breakfast bar here, and they've continued the tile to run along the kitchen area here and give you kind of a view. Okay, and we're here at the family room. I love how the ceiling peaks up. That makes the space look really big and open, and I love the view from the window. That is a tremendous amount of natural bright light. They've got an electric fireplace here, and maybe this was probably from their surround sound system. It's pretty cool. And I'll go outside in just a minute, but this is kind of the view from the back. In the afternoon, you do get a lot of sun, so you probably might want some window coverings here. And you have a ceiling fan. Looks like someone tried to clean it. Nah, they didn't do a great job. A couple more speakers. Okay. Those look like just paint spots, not like water leaks or anything like that. All right. So headed over to the utility area here. So we've got a hall bathroom, granite counter, looks like a comfort height commode, tile floor, And bathtub. Bathtub looks like it needs a little bit of caulking and maybe update that shower head. Forgive my outfit, I came here straight from the gym. I probably recommend cleaning and replacing the AC filter. This is one of the secondary bedrooms. The rooms are actually a really nice size. So I actually try to picture what furniture would look like, and there would be plenty of room for a bed, a queen, a dresser, nightstands, or a tall armoire. So that's actually very nice in my opinion. And blinds are closed, but you get a nice bit of light in here. If this fan isn't your taste, which I can't imagine it would be, you might want to update that, but it's not the end of the world. All right, so standard wall closet. Yeah, all of the paint looks good. The house is clean. Obviously, just because it was empty for a while, it needs a new cleaning, but not like, you know, grimy or dirty or smelly or crusty or anything like that. Large pantry. Probably need to update the smoke detectors that are yellowed. Laundry room. So it's a mismatched set. Washer and dryer, Kenmore and a Roper. I'm not sure if you would use somebody else's laundry appliances, but there you go. And you do have a nice basin sink, which I love. That's great for prepping, house projects, and a place to hang dry clothing. Oh, that's so awesome. All right, 3-car garage. I like it. Fantastic space. You have a irrigation timer here. So that's what this is. Water the yard. Looks like it says it's off, but it's also rainy season. Your electrical panel here, and also your phone cable and internet box. All right, these doors, these doors are insulated, so helps keep the garage cooler. The temperature in here is actually pretty nice. Looks like they left you some shelving racks, so if you want to hang a bicycle or something. Your AC unit is here. Looks to be about 2016. And you have hot water heater here. So this looks like, let's see, likely an instant hot. And then this was the original hot water heater, and that was a gas, that's gas hookup. Okay. And this parking thing is to prevent you from driving into it. 2 garage door openers. Sorry, I didn't mention that before, but it's a nice feature. Not all 3-car garage homes have both openers. Okay. All right, headed inside. So here's their original alarm panel that would need to probably be updated, but it's already wired for an alarm. I turned on the air so that you could get some circulation in here. It's 77 degrees, it came right on. Feels good, I can feel the cool air, so that works. I've noticed cable outlets in every room, including the office thus far. Do have 1 light that's out, not the end of the world. Linen closet. And here is the second bathroom, or third bathroom. So you've got granite countertops. You do have an older, like vinyl flooring in here. Like I've seen that they've clearly caulked this toilet down 4,000 times. Probably time to update this to tile. I'm not sure if you plan on doing any other updates to the home, but here we are. Okay. And good water flow. Yep. Nice. Exhaust fan as well, and a medicine cabinet, which is certainly a relic from a different time. I don't see them all the time anymore. Here's the other bedroom. Okay, nice size bedroom. That surround sound speaker has followed us into here. And you have a walk-in closet, which I think is a great feature. So you can add some extra shelves, really make use of this space. I would make it great. This is the first set, maybe the first set of mini blinds I've seen. Probably pop those out. Oh, the air feels really good. And it looks like they've updated this smoke detector. So they've updated some. And then this bedroom. And this is another good sized bedroom, to be 100% honest. I think the bedrooms are nicely sized. Oh, and a great walk-in closet. Yeah. I would do the shelving differently, but I would make use. I love that they're walk-in closets. That's fantastic. Great features. All right, let's head outside. We'll just use this door. So if you ever put in a pool or an outdoor patio or something like that, you would be able to use this as like a pool bath. Here's kind of the view of the backyard. And I'll head over to the water stuff in the shed in a second. Kind of a view of the back. Looks like they had a little fire pit over by the primary suite there. Oh, it looks like you've got a nice retention area here behind us. Awesome. So this high side looks like it doesn't have much water, but you have some water here in the lower section. Behind you looks like they've got a ranch with some cows just chilling. And so this connects definitely to the street and retains water back here. That's what you're seeing, this. So the runoff from the street culverts. Great news between you and your neighbor. You have this ditch, so you don't have to worry about encroaching on them, and they won't encroach on you. I love this tree that's back here. I love trees, so that's a thing. Anyway, this shed, it's a wood shed. It looks like it's got some wood damage on the back here. The inside looked all right, but I did want to notate that you can see the bottom has definitely just kind of warped from age. Oh yeah, this tree is so amazing. All right, I hope you like trees as much as I do. All right, so here's the inside of the shed. And the inside looks great. It actually feels dry. Doesn't feel like damp or anything like that. You can see here where there was some water that saturated up the back, but not anything that's overly concerning, especially if you're just going to use it for storage or lawn equipment. If you wanted to finish it and make it a little bit nicer, or like a she shed or something, then it might need some more work. But as just a storage shed, looks pretty good. These are nice heavy doors. Oops. Okay. Yeah, nice. And here's your water equipment. So you've got a water softener. That's the black tanks. And then you have your well pump here, the electric to the well pump, and then your well bladder. So when the water comes up from the pump, it stores in this holding tank and then is connected. It goes through the water softening system and then heads into your house. The water softening system, you would put a salt pellet in here, and that takes out some of the mineral content in the water, makes the water not as hard on your hair and skin. Some people prefer not to have a softener, and other people do. Coming out of a well, depending on how deep the well is, you might want to continue using the softener system to help make the water not as harsh and remove some of that limestone content coming from the ground. All right. This is the primary suite on this side. Okay. Got another water spigot. It looks like you've got some lights hanging off the side. I don't know if there was a camera there or not. Yeah, it looks like there's a camera on the eave. One in the back as well. And here's the front end of the property. All of the homes in the neighborhood look very well maintained. Nice clean yards. I think they'd be happy to have a new neighbor in this house. So this side still has water in it, just has a lot of greenery. So, you know, something to consider. Kind of another view from the front. And when I ran the water, it didn't have any smell or odor. So that's also a nice thing to notate. I'm actually going to go all the way around. Electrical outlets on the eaves are great if you're into hanging holiday lights or anything like that. You already have the cameras and the lights on the corner, so that's one less thing you'd have to run electric for. That's the sewer. So I'm guessing your septic is here. This area here is probably where your septic is, coming off of here. That would make sense, or possibly here, since the sewer cleanout is here. And then the well is on the other side, so they're supposed to be opposite. All right. All right. Pop back inside. And here we are. All right, well, I hope you have enjoyed your visit. If you have questions, let me know. Feel free to rewind, rewatch the video as many times as you want. I should be able to answer any questions that you have, and I'm looking forward to connecting. Thank you.